everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to the second episode of Crafts and Creators Catch Up. Now, Crafts and Creators is a new series which I started about 2 or 3 weeks ago with Ollie Silver Barz, a big feature on a UK pourer called Ollie Silver Barz. He does some incredible stuff, and if you want to check that out, go and have a look. The link's in the description below. But the whole premise of the series is to showcase the amazing talent that's out there, not just within the YouTube silver community, but just the general YouTube, Instagram, social media, silver forum, whatever community it might be. There's something for everybody, and that is something that's worth shouting about, and that is what this series is all about. And judging on you guys' reaction from the first episode, you guys are enjoying it too, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to bring a lot more of these type of episodes to you in the future. Now, as you can see, today we are going to be featuring some MK Barz pieces. More specifically, these are the 8 different pieces in the MK Barz International Silver Syndicate. Now, for those of you who've been following my channel for the last couple of weeks and months, you may well have seen the release that we did on the 21st of November, where we showcased the release of this International Silver Syndicate. Unfortunately, at that time, I did not have these prototype pieces with me because they were sadly delayed through UK customs and the postal system, the joys of which are boundless, let me tell you. But nevertheless, despite Border Force going through the package and having a good old rumble around, everything was there and there wasn't even a customs charge, so I'm not entirely sure what they were up to, but hey-ho, that is life for us here in the UK when we buy from the US. But I ramble. We are here today to talk about the International Silver Syndicate, about MK Barz, about the amount of work and what goes into creating these pretty awesome pieces, if I'm being honest. They're some of my favourite poured pieces of silver that I've got, I have to say. They're really, really epic. And just generally to talk about how the International Silver Syndicate can support all of these YouTubers as well as MK Barz. So, what is the International Silver Syndicate all about? Not going to rehash everything, but essentially it's a monthly subscription service. There's 4 different types of boxes and sizes. These pieces that you see in front of us are the small sizes, and in fact, let's start with myself. They are the small size box, the 1 ounce box. So each of these little pieces that you see in front of us are 1 ounce of 999 fine silver. There are different boxes with different size pieces. You can get 2 ounce pieces, you can get a 5 ounce chunky bar with all of the different YouTubers' logos laser engraved on them, or you can have a kind of catch-all box which will get a 5, 1 and 2 ounce bar, or rounds, because there are some which are rounds, not bars. But each piece has their own unique YouTuber on it, and essentially MK Barz is sponsoring all of our channels, so you won't just see myself showcasing and promoting these. These are part of a way in which the MK Barz brand can support all of the different YouTubers out there. Just look at that absolutely incredible Illuminati. This is the privy mark for the first run of these, by the way. This back will change, I've been told, once the first run of these go. So yeah, there's going to be some changing designs, changing pieces, really exciting stuff. This is my logo, this is what we came up with, and I would love to get your guys' opinion on this, because when we were designing the logo, when I got first contacted by MK Barz, I didn't really appreciate quite how much energy, time and effort goes into all of the creation of these types of things. And I just said to him, look, do you know what, just take my logo off my website. That's what I'm best known for, I think, and I don't have an official logo, so just do that. And we did, and he put a lot of effort and energy into creating my stamp, but goodness me, look at all of the others. When you put that in perspective with all of the others, I kind of feel like we should have pushed the boat out a little bit and done something even more drastic. I don't know, to create some fake ripples on the design of the stamp or something. But I'm quite happy with the way it turned out, though, because it really is a pretty cool representation of my own channel's, well, it's not my channel logo, but you'll notice on my YouTube sort of icon, my YouTube thumbnail, that I've got that star, which is the very first piece that I ever created, and that's kind of cool, I suppose. And it's come out really well. You know, we've even got some of the lines in the background to sort of showcase the table. Of course, the table is now part of the Backyard Bullion brand, if it ever gets into focus. Come on, camera. The lighting, I tell you what, the lighting in this in sort of this back end of the year is awful, and the camera has sometimes struggled to focus on various things. But anyway, so yeah, it's very cool that we've managed to get the kind of detail of the table in the background. We've got some really good texture. We've even got the leaf on the star there, which is pretty cool indeed. So a lot of time and energy went into creating this stamp from MK Barz, as has happened with all of the others. So let's just have a quick showcase of all of the other channels which are supported here in the International Silver Syndicate. So we've got Silver Baggins here, and Silver Baggins' one doesn't necessarily do justice, I think, because there's an incredible kind of dragon design in the background of this little round, and I really love the way that the letters stick out really quite considerably, so that's very interesting indeed. But it's really, really cool. It doesn't really do justice on pictures that I've seen, or if you just see it in the background of a video, it just doesn't showcase it. When you get it nice up and close to see it, it really does look very cool indeed. Canadian Silver Saver. Now, Canadian Silver Saver, a good friend of mine. We've collaborated a number of different times. Very good friend of mine indeed. And he has got a really cool looking maple leaf here. Really deep cut maple leaf into this stamp, which is very, very cool indeed. Now, of course, all of these are machine pressed into the silver. So, you know, I was wondering how they were made at the start. When we were seeing the photos of the prototypes coming in, I guess I didn't really appreciate quite what was going on. And I was like, oh, so you're creating these stamps and presumably you're then hand stamping them, each and every one. And MK Barz kindly reminded me that that would be pretty hard to do with some of these ridiculously flat and deep stamps. So they have a machine press. I think it's something like a 100-ton press, and you know, it really does make sure that all of the deep detail gets into these pieces of silver. Of course, that's one of the great things about silver. It's so malleable that it can be pressed and contorted into different shapes as well. Now, this is probably, I have to say, one of my favourites of the bunch, and I've seen quite a lot of other feedback on these pieces, and I have to say a lot of other people are siding with the Silver Beans as being one of the coolest looking pieces in this Silver Syndicate, which I have to agree with. It looks really cool. Look at all those beans lying around there. Fantastic stuff. And just with the nature of the design, this one ended up having to be a square rather than a round. But, you know, uniformity is not necessarily a big kind of deal breaker for me. I really like the way these all look and feel. And the fact that there's a couple in there which are squares doesn't really make a difference to me. Next up, we have Losing Louis. And Losing Louis is one of the big inspirers for me. He was all the way back when I got started. Even watching silver on YouTube, I remember watching some of his videos. So to be in the same category as him is kind of pretty cool in my mind. So that's very interesting, and I'm very happy that we've got this round in this batch here. Really good design there with the Losing Louis guitars and the skull in the middle. Love it. Fantastic stuff. Next up we have Silver Fortune, and Silver Fortune's one is pretty cool indeed. It's got obviously his kind of background there with all of the different bars laid out. He's even got some really kind of micro details on here. You can see some incredible details at the even the sort of the AG in that circle there. I'm just seeing how close we can get to the camera. Very, very cool indeed. And yeah, I'm just quite impressed by the amount of detail that these big machine press stamps can actually manage to get. And that's part of the art form that is this series. You know, the creation, the 3D creation of these stamps is no easy thing, let me tell you. I've dabbled in a very, very small amount of 3D creation, and I'll tell you that it's nothing compared with this. I designed an outdoor gazebo and decking area using a 3D designer, and it took me absolutely ages, and it looked awful. So to be able to kind of 3D design various different things is a very, very big skill in itself. Yeah. Salivate Metal then, here is one of the others, another channel which I watched back when I got started in silver. A lot of really insightful stuff going on from this channel about silver and gold, and generally investing in silver and gold, and news and entertaining vids from the community. So Salivate Metal, titan of the community again. So to be in such esteemed company, in fact, so is Silver Fortune, Losingly. All of you out there are pretty amazing channels, and it's very humbling to be part of them. My OCD kicking in, I've got to make it look like a pretty pattern with the squares there. And then the last one, we have, of course, the MK Barz round itself. So this is the MK Barz logo round, exclusively available to this International Silver Syndicate subscription service, and it's very, very cool as well. Look at that. It's almost like an actual coin, really big, chunky, round coin as well, but I love the way that he's got these little kind of dot divot designs around the outside of it as well, which really give it that kind of coin look and feel. And of course, on each and every one of these, we've got the International Silver Syndicate privy mark on the back. And I have to say, when you get all of these pieces together like this, and you put them all in the palm of your hand. They're going to all be upside down, I know, but they look pretty awesome. Very, very cool indeed. Look at that. So there we have the International Silver Syndicate. That's what they all look like up close and personal. They're really, really satisfying. Of course, one of the beauties of hand-poured silver, of poured silver generally, is that you can have a touch and a feel. You can use it. You can have it out on the desk. You can play with it. You can, rumble it around like I'm doing right now. You can really get a tactile feel for it. You couldn't do that with some nice silver coins. You'd be paranoid about damaging them and the value that you'd lose from them. Look how cool they spin. That's very cool, isn't it? So that's one of the real benefits of picking up pieces like this. And if you are interested in picking up any of these pieces, they are randomly assigned on a monthly basis though, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to pick up, for example, my channel or Salivate Metal's channel or the MK Barz round or whatever it is. You'd have to get it randomly, but I've been reliably informed that if you were to sign up for obviously the long-term memberships, then you can essentially collect the whole lot over time. You'll get, for example, on the 1 ounce channel rounds subscription service, you'll get 2 of these per month. So in 4 months, you'd have all of them. Although we have started already, so some of them would not be coming again in this particular rotation. But eventually they will. And as I said, the privy marks will be changing on the back and there'll be some incredible collectibles over time, which is very cool indeed. So quick reminder again, if you're interested in them, the link is down in the description below to the MK Barz website where you can sign up for the monthly subscription services. Proceeds from the sales of those subscription services go to each and every one of the YouTube channels you see here. So MK Barz are supporting all of the channels regardless of which bar ends up getting sent out to people. It's just a way to support all of our channels. Premium silver though, so please do bear that in mind. I'm not here to push these and say they are going to be the best thing that you ever buy. That is not what I'm here to say. I'm here to say that if you like them, if you enjoy them, if you want to support MK Barz and you want to support all of our channels, then go ahead and have a look. That is all I have to say. A massive thank you. Do let me know your thoughts on the ISS, the International Silver Syndicate, as well as each and every one of these pieces. It'd be very cool to see if, for those of you who've watched all the way through to this 13th minute, which is the crowd favourite. So do vote on which one you think is the best looking design and round. I'm going to have to go with the Silver Bean Counter, or possibly Salivate Metal. I actually quite like the MK Barz one as well. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. If you like this video as well, please put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. That'd be very helpful for everything that I do here on my channel. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. A massive thank you to you all for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.